Good morning, students. Welcome to Bijay's English class. Now, we are going to learn a new topic in English, that is on-scene phrases. There is a phrases given and some questions, comprehension questions are given. We have to answer, understand the question, comprehend the question, and answer. Okay, the answers can be found in that phrases. Okay, before doing this, we have to first know different type of questions, how questions can be answered. Questions can be put in two ways. That is, yes/no type question. Another one is WH type question. There are two types of questions. One is yes/no type question. Another one is WH type question. First, we should understand the question. Then, after understand the question, we can easily answer. Firstly, ଆମେ क्वेश्चनटा भलके बुझी नଥାଏ. क्वेश्चन पचारिया भारी सहज, आंसर दवा कष्ट. जो क्वेश्चनटा पचारिले जो क्वेश्चन हम ठीक बुझी परिबा ताला आंसर सहज रे देई परिबा. Now, before doing the comprehension, there some questions are in column A and their answers are given in column B. Now, you join each question with its appropriate answer. Okay? Now, in column A, there are some questions. In column B, there are some answers. We have to join the appropriate question with the appropriate answer in column B. Let's learn. In question 1, is he going to school? Now, you give which is the appropriate answer in column B. Is he going to school? Yes, he is going to school. Here, this is the answer of the question number 1. This is 1. Or we can join like this. We can join like this. We can also join like this. Or we can write 1. Will you come today? Here, where is the answer? Will you come today? No, I will come tomorrow. Now see, here, I will come tomorrow. Nine. Here is the yes type answer. Here is the no type answer. Okay? Now, do you like sweets? Yes or no? Yes. Yes, I like sweets. Here. This is 3. Yes, I like sweets. Question is, do you like sweets? Here. What is your hobby? Where is the answer? What is your hobby? Gardening. Gardening is my hobby. Gardening is my hobby. बगीचा काम होउछ मोर अति प्रिय कार्य. Okay. How do you go to school? तो स्कूल केमी जा, how to go to school? I go to school on bicycle. I go to school on bicycle. Here, who is your best friend? Here, Vicky is my best friend. Okay. Where does he live? Se kout rauchi, asa koruchi. He lives in Raurkela. Okay. These are the questions. Their appropriate answers are given column B. What do you understand from these examples? my dear students. These are the questions. Different types of questions are asked to get the answer. There are two types of questions. One, that is the answer yes, no. Yes, no type question and double choice type question. Here, these four are put question with a double choice. Double choice, what, which, whom, where, how, okay, when. These are the double choice type questions used at the beginning of the sentence. Here you see only verb. You see only verb is, will, do. These are verbs. These are auxiliary verbs. Verb is of different types according to lexical meaning. Verb is of two types. One is auxiliary verb or helping verb. Another one is principal verb or main verb. Okay. Here, auxiliary verb, be verb, is, are, am, was, were. These are be verbs. Okay. Be, being, being. These are be verbs. Have, has, have, had, have, do, does, did. These are do verbs. These are used as auxiliary verbs. Okay. Then modal auxiliary also found. We can find our modal auxiliary shall, should, will, would, may, might, can, could, must, used to, need, dare, ought to, used to. These are modal auxiliaries, auxiliary verb. Okay. These are primary auxiliary, be verb, have verb, do verb, primary auxiliaries. These are the auxiliary is, will, do, auxiliary. When auxiliary verb is used just before subject, here we see he, subject, is he. The answer will come, he is, you see. He, yes, he is. Is he going to? He is going to. Is auxiliary verb. This is principal verb, main verb, go. Going, ing form. Here, he is subject. This is subject. This is subject. Is. This is auxiliary verb. When auxiliary verb is used before subject and put question, we can, it expects yes, no type answer. Here, is he going to school? Is auxiliary verb. Yes, he is going to school. The answer is yes. Or if he is not going to school, he will say, we can say he is not going to school. Okay? No, he is not going to school. Will you come today? Will is auxiliary, modal auxiliary. This is subject. You is subject. Now auxiliary verb used to is before the subject. Here will is auxiliary. Will you come today? If you ask you, then answer will come I. Okay? Or we. Here, will you come today? Here, as he will not come today, he says, no, I will not. No, I will come tomorrow. No, I will come tomorrow, not today. Okay? Here, this is auxiliary, so no answer. This is yes, no type question. If auxiliary verb, here, do you like sweets? Yes or no? Yes, I like sweets. Here, do you? You is subject. Okay, you see? You is subject. Now, this is subject. This is auxiliary verb do. Okay, do you? Here, this is main verb, principal verb. Do you like? Yes. Yes, I like. I like. Here, you answer gives I like. Here, do is auxiliary. This is in affirmative form. These answers are in affirmative forms in declarative sentence. In declarative form, first subject, then predicate part verb. But in question, verb comes are used before subject. In some cases, the subject WHR itself is subject and verb is used after subject. In other cases, I will show you that example. मुझसे उदाहरण देखिए बर्तमान देख ये डू लगी क्वेश्चन कले एटा प्रेजेंट सिंपल टेंस रे डू लागिवो डज लागिवो पास्ट सिंपल डिड लागिवो आंसर देला बेलको डू डज डिड उठी जो डज उठी ताले डू उठी गला सही वर्ब रहल आई लाइक I like sweets. How do you know? Here you see, sorry. What is your hobby? Here, what is your hobby? Which is subject? Here, what is your hobby? My hobby is. Here, subject is your hobby. This is your hobby, is subject. Is, though is auxiliary verb. Okay, when is, are, am, was, were used single, alone, in a particular sentence, that functions as main verb, principal verb. Auxiliary verb be verb हेले is, are, am, was ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏକୁଟିଆ ବସନ୍ତି ବାକ୍ୟରେ ସେତେବେଳେ ମେନ୍ verb କାରଣ ନିଜର ଅର୍ଥ ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରକାଶ କରନ୍ତି, ଲେକ୍ସିକାଲ ମିନିଂ, ଡିକ୍ସନାରୀ ମିନିଂ, ଅର୍ଥ ପ୍ରକାଶ କରନ୍ତି, ସେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପାଲ verb ମେନ୍ verb ହେଇଯାନ୍ତି। ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ ପିଲାମାନେ? ତେବେ ଏଠି ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପାଲ verb ହେଲେ ବି କିନ୍ତୁ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ବେଳେ ଆମେ ସବଜେକ୍ଟ ପୂର୍ବରେ ବସେଇବା be verb। ଓକେ, ଆଉ if there are two verbs, is ing form in ing form, be verb plus verb ing, there are two verbs, then is or was or are, am, they are used as auxiliary form. They can be used before subject while making question କଲା ବେଳକୁ ସେମାନେ auxiliary verb is or am subject ପୂର୍ବକୁ। ଏଠି କିନ୍ତୁ ଦେଖ what is your hobby? Here the information, the answer is not yes no type except these three. এই তিনটা ছাড়িদেଲେ ଏଠି WH like question ହେଇଛି। WH like question ହେଲେ କିଛି ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ ଚାहे, ଏଠି ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟ ସମ୍ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ, ସେ ଚାହିଁବ କିଛି ଖବର ମାନେ କିଛି ଆନ୍ସର ସେ ଚାହିଁବ, ନଟ୍ yes no type, କିଛି ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ ତାର ଆବଶ୍ୟକ ହବ, ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟ କରିବ ସେ। ତେବେ what is your hobby? My hobby is what? My hobby, you see, my hobby is gardening, you can write, or gardening is my hobby. Gardening is my hobby, or my hobby is gardening. My hobby is gardening, or gardening is my hobby. Okay, here gardening, here what can also be as a WH word, gets information. How do you go to school? How to go to school? Here you see how is also considered as a WH word. How को बोलते हैं WH word भाବରେ व्यवहार कर परिबा। तेबे here you go, do you go? Yes, I go. If you put WH word, how do you go? How? Here it expects the answer of that is the answer manner, means how, କିପରି ଯାଉଛ, କିପରି ଆସୁଛ, କିପରି ଲେଖୁଛ, how এই ପ୍ରଶ୍ନର এই ଉତ୍ତର ଚାହେଁ। ତାହେଲେ how do you go to school? କିପରି ସ୍କୁଲକୁ ତମେ ଯାଅ? Answer, your subject is you with subject. Then I go, if there is do or does, it cannot be used while putting answer, while we are giving answer. While we are putting question, then we can use in present simple tense, you know, I go, he goes. At that time we can use do, does, putting question before subject, using subject before subject. Then here first WH word, then auxiliary verb, then subject. You see, I go to school on my bicycle. Here on my bicycle gives the answer of how. How answer it on my bicycle? It is the answer on my bicycle. It gives you information. There is no yes no type answer. Only in this case there is yes no type answer. Okay. He is who is your best friend? Is who is used as a subject. Here as there is no subject, we expect or we want the subject as answer. The answer is your subject. Who is your best friend? Mohan is my best friend. Or here, Vicky is my best friend. Here, Vicky is the subject. Or the subject used, the answer is Vicky. Here, subject requires answer. Here, who means Vicky. Vicky is subject. So, there is no change. There is no auxiliary verb before the subject here. we can write directly. This is above. This is complement part. You will know later. Where does he live? He, here subject. He, here, third person singular, does ଲାଗିଛି ତେଣୁ answer ଦେଲେ yes lives ଲାଗିବ. He lives. Where? Gives the answer place. Where? Lives in Raurkela. In Raurkela, this is the answer. Okay, this is the information that where expects, requires. Where it answer ଦଉଛି in Raurkela. Okay. Now first you should understand that, my dear students, first you will write auxiliary verb, or we can write helping verb plus subject plus EMB, main verb. Okay. This is yes no type. Yes no, in yes no type question. Okay, first auxiliary, then subject, then main verb in yes no type question. But in WH type question, we can write first who what plus auxiliary verb. Okay, or we can write helping verb plus subject plus MB. Okay. First, in yes no type answer तला में दबा सेतल helping verb बसेबा तापरे subject तापरे main verb बसछि जेतो WH type question है बसेबा किछि information पाया पई first WH question लिखिबा तापरे auxiliary verb जदी auxiliary verb नाही principal verb अछि हम do does जो present अछि past ले did monu बसेबा do does did do verb auxiliary verb primary auxiliaries तेणु आम do does बसिले तापरे subject बसिले तापरे main verb बसुछ main verb that is in V1 form, first form, the base form the verb मूल रूप. In this way we can make a question and we can also give, while we are giving answer, first then subject answer. In case of answer, first that is subject, then predicate part, then verb, or predicate part subject, then predicate part or verb part. Okay, for while we are giving answer. Okay, first subject should be used at the beginning of the sentence, but yes no type answer you can first write yes, then we can write subject. Then you see the passage, you read this passage silently and understand this passage. Read the passage and answer the questions in one or two sentences each. A passage पढ़िबो गोटिए किंबा दुईटी सेंटेंस रे उत्तर दबो. First you comprehend the questions. पढ़ी सारला परे पैसेज को ये क्वेश्चन अंडरस्टैंड करिवो. क्वेश्चन जो अनुसार देछि आंसर तार भीतर अछि आंसर लिखिबो. Now see, we see beggars at holy places, railway stations, bus stops, and even inside trains and buses. They are mostly blind or lame or diseased persons or helpless persons. There are two types of beggars. Some take to begging as a profession. The birds and the chakulia pandas are of this type. Others take to begging being forced to do it under painful conditions. Orakhita is a beggar. He is about 50 years old. He is blind. He is in rags. He begs in villages by singing bhajans. Orakhita was not blind from his birth. He was working in a garage. He lost his eyesight while welding a machine with the oxyacetylene flame. He has none to support him. Since then, he has been begging. Okay, my dear students. After understanding this passage, you should come to the questions. There are 5 questions. Each question carries 2 marks. Total marks is 10. Let's read the question. Where do you see beggars? Here, do you see? You will give answer we or I see. Do uঠিଯିବ auxiliary verb ଲାଗିଛି answer दबा. हुआर इठी इनफॉरमेशन चाहूँगी तुम लिख वी सी आई सी बेगर्स at holy places, railway stations, bus stops, and even inside trains and buses. Secondly, how many types of beggars are there? You can find there are two types of beggars. Question 3. Who is a beggar? Orakita is a beggar. How does he beg in villages? He begs. Does lagi question है जी beg रेस लगेगा. He begs. He begs in villages by singing bhajans. Question 5. Why did Orakita lose his eyesight? Orakita lost his lost. Delay question ହେଇଛି loss or past ହେଉଛି lost. Okay. LOSE lost ଉଚ୍ଚାରଣ କରିବା lose କହିପାରିବ loss ଉଚ୍ଚାରଣ କରିବ. He lost his eyesight while wielding a machine in oxyacetylene flame. Okay. Thank you. In this way you will do this passage. It's very easy. এই অনুসারে কলে কোশ্চিন বুঝি সেই অনুসারে আনসর দেব কমপ্লিট সেন্টেন্সরে আনসর দেব ওকে ফার্স্ট আনসর দেলা বেଳକୁ ସବଜେକ୍ଟ ରଖିବ ତାପରେ ଭର ରଖିକିରି ଓକେ କରେକ୍ଟ ଫର୍ମ ଭର ରଖିକିରି ଆନ୍ସର ଲେଖିବ ଯେଉଁ ଯେଉଁ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ୍ WH ଲାଗି ଦେଇଛି ସେମିତି ଆନ୍ସର ଦେବ ଓକେ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ